welcome back to the 5 Ways to Be Awesome
We know
podcast.
you missed us.
You missed us
the last 6
week.
days.
All you longtime listeners
All
out
our
there.
faithful subscribers of 20.
It is so great to, I was going to say see you, but we can't.
So great to be wherever you are.
Yes, we're your hosts, Bryce and Katie,
Yes,
best
and
friends.
we're here for week 3 of 5 Ways to Be Awesome podcast, which is going to be super awesome. I feel like last one, we didn't say awesome as much.
Yeah.
So that's our goal for this
I wonder
time.
what the tally is so far. I'm not sure.
I don't
but
know. It's probably
I'm
close
sure
to
it's
100.
awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
Okay, so as you know, if you're a fan, we have awesome guests that we bring on each week, and this week is no exception. We have
dear
an
friend.
awesome guest, an awesome friend. Will you please welcome to the show, Mr. Jason Poe?
Yes, come on in,
Woo!
Jason. Mr. Padre himself. Awesome guy.
Jason Poe.
Whoa, with some awesome shoes on, too. Those are some nice kicks.
Thank you.
Are you excited to be with your awesome friends?
I'm so excited. What an awesome day this is to be
Wow,
on
really
the 5 Ways to Be Awesome
day.
podcast.
It really is awesome. Okay, so we always have our guests share some of their awesome things that they love, that they like. And so what are your kind of like top 5 things you think are awesome?
Yes.
Okay. So number 1, Bryce already alluded to it. San Diego.
Padres.
San Diego
just the
is
city of
awesome.
San
The whole
Diego.
All of San
everything,
Diego.
all of it, everything about it.
All
just
things San Diego.
San Diego. The Padres
agree.
obviously are big, especially now. They had a
All right,
great
I
season.
agree. SD is awesome. Okay.
So that would be my number 1. The San Diego Padres
A lot
would
of great
be my,
burritos there, too.
Bryce, you're stealing my list.
sorry.
You're literally stealing my list.
Bryce,
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Be quiet.
But that's
Sorry.
how awesome they are. Okay, so number 1 was just San Diego in all its splendor.
Okay.
Number 2, the Padres, the San Diego
Okay.
Padres.
Of course.
Awesome.
Number 3, Point Loma Nazarene University.
Wow,
I'm an alumni.
we see a
so
theme.
there's a theme.
It's in
There's a
San
theme.
Diego.
Okay, awesome
It's
theme.
in San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number
Here for it?
4, California burritos.
Oh, okay.
Now you can
That
get
is
those.
awesome. That is awesome.
You can get those in a
No,
lot of
but-
places, but they're especially
Diego.
awesome
They
in
are
San
true.
Diego.
And I think they originated there.
They did.
I lived in
San
San Diego
Diego,
for
yeah.
like 6.5 months, and I would know. So
If you don't know what a California burrito is, it is an awesome burrito with French fries in it.
It's a steak burrito with French fries in it.
yes, Ortiz's.
It's unbelievable.
It's perfect.
So good.
Okay,
Okay.
your last awesome thing.
And then my last one,
I think that was number 3.
that was 4.
4. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry.
Number 5.
Miss Point Loma Nazarene University.
Feeling you. I went there for 1 year.
He did. And then number 5 is pickleball.
Yes.
Pickleball is an
Okay.
awesome
It's
game.
kind of your new awesome hobby.
Explain
is.
pickleball.
It's
for the youth
it's
out
like
there.
if tennis and ping pong had a baby.
Oh,
So
cute.
it's like little tennis
This
or
just
big
became
ping
that
pong.
podcast.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
we just took a
awesome.
total turn.
For everybody
That's
out there who doesn't know, a lot of our friend group has gotten into pickleball.
Yeah, it's
So
a blast.
It's fun. We play
It's
about once a
awesome.
week. It is awesome.
So fun.
It's nothing to do with
Just
pickleball.
us and all of the
Okay.
retirees with knee braces.
Yep, it is.
Well, youth ministries
awesome.
and grind.
It's an old man sport, and so I fit in now.
Okay,
Yes.
so we're gonna play a little game because we always do this with our guests as
Great.
well.
Love it.
Game. So we're gonna play word sneak. So what we have in front of us is we have a pile of about 5 words. We haven't seen them yet, myself included. We're just gonna have a normal conversation, and we're gonna try and sneak in as many of our words into the conversation without it being totally obvious.
Yes, as natural as possible. We haven't seen our
We
words.
haven't seen these.
So, and then
Our
the goal-
producer Emma wrote the cards.
Yes, our goal is to get as many said, or until producer Emma says the game's over.
Yeah.
So
So
one or the other.
we're gonna start off the conversation with what is an awesome day look like for you? So why don't you flip your cards?
Yeah,
You have to go in order.
you have to go in order.
Oh, I didn't know
You
that.
have to go in order.
Yeah, you can't look ahead. You
Okay.
can't look ahead.
So something awesome I love to start off my awesome day. I am just really into soggy cereal in the mornings. Like I think there's nothing better than Captain Crunch that's a little mushy.
Ew, that's a lie.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I personally
absolutely-
like
Captain
it,
Crunch is so delicious. Though.
especially the
except for
raspberry
when
ones.
except for when it like cuts the
Oh,
roof of your mouth.
cuts
Yeah, but
your
don't
mouth.
If you go too soon.
That's
Don't
why
you
soggy
feel-
cereal is the best.
Don't you feel like the captain though has a little bit of a mullet on the outside of the box? He's got just a little bit of a mullet.
A little bit of a mullet,
mean,
yeah.
I don't
What I love,
think so.
captain.
Yeah, what
his
do you love?
outfit,
Yeah.
he wears the pantaloons. Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He totally does.
I didn't
don't
know
know.
his
Trust
bottom
me.
half was on the box.
The only people that I know that wear pantaloons are sloths. So you know when they just
Yeah.
like get out of hibernation, they pull up their pantaloons on.
Totally. Do you know what pantaloons are?
Yeah. Clearly not. Clearly
Never
not.
seen a sloth wearing
Wait, does
What is that?
pants.
does the captain? I don't think he has a cap. Does he have a cap? No, there's no cap.
Yeah,
He's got a hat.
There's no cap.
I'm thinking of a cowboy hat.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I don't.
Dad.
But
What? What? I am a dad. Yes.
you just said cap.
That was.
Like,
He said no
Cheerio, Hakuna Matata, cap.
Oh, man. Well, so this is a little fun fact about me.
Okay.
In quarantine, I've started gardening a little bit. And I've got all of these cute little gnomes that are in my garden, although I'm secretly afraid they come alive at night.
I mean,
but they're so cute.
Are you also 60 and own a record player as well?
And I play pickleball.
Heck yes.
With your knee brace.
Heck yes.
Totally. Yeah. Oh, man. Jeepers Creepers, you guys.
Jeepers Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers.
Totally.
Jeepers Creepers, you guys.
Yeah, how would you use
Crazy.
that saying in a statement?
Jeepers Creepers, you guys.
Okay.
Creepers.
I feel like you
Sometimes
should
I
get...
just say it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just
Sometimes you
say
just say
it.
it.
You just throw it out there.
I feel like if you get caught using your word, you should get shot with laser beams.
Yes.
That's what should happen. That's what should happen, for sure.
Yeah. All right.
Sloths wearing
How
pantaloons.
many left does everybody have? I have one.
Whoa, I have two.
I have two.
Okay.
I have two.
Yeah. So, okay, wait, did you talk about your best day in quarantine? Or your best day ever?
most awesome
Your most
day.
awesome day?
My most awesome day. It might be the day that we, listeners,
Yeah.
we set up a pickleball court in the refinery gym.
I think that day happened a couple months ago.
It
but
was awesome.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty cool.
Do you know what I love doing in the refinery gym?
What?
The cha-cha slide. I love it so much.
Yeah.
It's
Well done.
so
We like
fun.
to hide things in the gym until HR or some private investigators come in and tell us we can't have that, right?
Oh,
So
yeah. HR private investigators, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, that's tricky. Oh, Bryce is out of cards. Okay, we can do this.
He's a cotton-headed ninny-muggin. So that's what I think of Bryce.
You are.
I mean,
you are. I've thought that
flattered.
often.
Flattered. That's awesome. That's awesome.
I've thought it often.
You know what? He's a cotton-headed ninny-muggin
Yeah.
who wears dentures.
Oh my gosh.
He does.
Dentures.
Yeah, I know. Well, I can't wait. Can't wait to travel to Moose Lickamig.
We did it!
Oh my
Guys, we
wanted to be
did
in a
it!
parade.
That was epic!
That was
Wow.
Great job.
2021.
Great job.
Please, my word, I can't even
Moose
say it.
Lookamaganetic.
Moose Ligament Goontickwick.
Great job. That was awesome.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
It was
That was
awesome.
very
Yeah,
awesome.
it's like a parade.
Yeah.
The electric parade.
All right, so we're talking about our third way to be awesome
Yes.
this week, which is to watch your words.
Yes, words are powerful, and James chapter 3 talks about how powerful our tongues can be and how our words can be. So let me just start off our conversation with, how have you seen the power of words in your own life, maybe for good or bad?
I mean, words are super powerful. They really are, you know.
Yeah.
I remember this one time, I was probably early junior high, and one of my chores every Saturday was to mow both lawns. We had a lawn in front and a lawn in back. And I went to go get the lawnmower out, and it was out of gas. And I couldn't drive to go get gas. So I went to my dad, and I'm like, hey, we're out of gas for the lawnmower. We need to go get gas. And he's like, all right, get the gas can, jump in the car. We got in the car, and we started heading a direction that wasn't towards the gas station. And I was a little bit confused, but I was like, whatever. And we end up pulling into a Red Robin. I remember this, you guys. It was 30 years ago, but I remember it. And I'm like, what are we doing? And he's like, don't worry about it. Let's go. And we went inside, and my dad ordered us both. We split an order of fries, and we each got a milkshake.
That's awesome.
And my dad spent probably 15 minutes just speaking encouragement and wisdom and love into me. And it was so powerful. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was awesome.
It's crazy how positive words and negative words have an equal impact. Like you think of, and you think of all the ways we use words in a day: text messages, talking to each other,
Social media
posts, you know, maybe over email or things like, I mean, there's all sorts of different ways that we see and hear words, and it's crazy how impactful they are.
Yeah, I think too, words have the power to like change your perspective on a day, a month, a year, and a life too. Like I love that example, and I have a similar example with my dad. Before I got married, he just sat me down and was telling me how proud he was. But it wasn't just him. I've had so many instances in my life where people have used words powerfully towards me or against me, and it sticks with you.
Yeah,
Why do you think it's so hard to, because I think this is a place where as humans, we blow it a lot.
Yeah.
We like don't have good control over the
Not
tongue.
even just students, it's adults as well.
I
It's
would
us.
just say humans in general.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so hard to control your tongue? And when we're talking about the tongue in James chapter 3, we're talking about our words, gossip, anything that would come along with words. Why do you think it's so hard to control what we say?
I think it's because we let our emotions get the best of us, right? God gave us emotions. We're emotional beings, and they can be a good thing when we control them. But oftentimes we let our emotions get the best of us. I know that I am the most regretful of my words when I, in the moment, in the emotion, lash out and I don't take time to process and think. And, like I think back to some of the like punishments I've given my kids for things, and they just don't even, when you step back 20 minutes later, you're like, I just grounded my kid for 6 months because he didn't empty the dishwasher, like it just doesn't even fit. And you're like, why did I lost control of my emotions, which then led to me losing control of my words. And I think if we can catch our breath and take a beat, we will never regret stepping back and relaxing before we respond. But so often we get defensive or we get hurt or we get prideful and we just respond in the moment and in the emotion instead. So.
I think you bring up a great point of like, how do we pause and think about what we say and control our tongue? And I think you brought up a great moment of sometimes you just have to pause, because sometimes you just initially talk and you're like, no, come back in my mouth, right? So sometimes it's really healthy and normal to like hit pause, think, and then speak.
It's a great practice to adopt. Really
another thing to keep in mind that when we're trying to control our tongue and we kind of think through that is to really remember that our words carry weight, that's a really important thing. To think that my words have the power to change someone's life in a negative or a positive way.
It's powerful.
That the way that I speak truth and positivity and belief into someone could be life-changing. Yep. The way that I tear down and I'm selfish or I use my words to judge or do those things, those also have a way to completely tear down.
And I think, too, this is a great thing that we can partner with the Holy Spirit and ask God to help us and give us the words to use in a moment when we're frustrated or when we're excited, to help guide our words for positive, or hopefully always positive too. Right. But I think it's important to recognize that we have the option to tap into God's wisdom before we speak. So
what does it look like for you to take a beat or a pause before you speak or respond to something? Before you comment, before you text back, before you talk back, what does it look like to ask God for guidance and then speak?
Just one little pause.
It's so tough. We're not speaking like we've got it all figured out, but it is a really tough, but really important thing to do.
I think just to wrap up, Jason, what would be one piece of advice of how students can use their words for good?
Yeah, I think speaking encouragement over people. I think talking to them, and I don't mean complimenting them, right? It's not me saying, "Oh, Katie, I like your shoes." That's
Thank you.
That's not really complimenting Katie. That's just telling her you have great shoes. Yeah. I mean telling people like, what do you respect about them? Mm-hmm. What do you respect about their character? What do you love about who they are as a person? That's the kind of stuff that's life-changing that I don't think we do enough. I think we're pretty good at complimenting other people. And most of the time, I think if we're honest, we're complimenting them because we want them to compliment us back. Sure. When the reality is, I think if we can speak love and encouragement and respect and, and really speak to people's character, it's game changing. People have done that into my life, and it's powerful.
It's another way to be awesome.
It is.
Right?
It is awesome.
To watch our words, to really be intentional about the words we use is another way to be awesome. Thank you, James.
Totally. Yep. So this week, students, we give you an encouragement to read through some piece of scripture in the Bible. This week, we're looking at James 3, verses 5 through 10. Great wisdom, great stuff. So what an awesome discussion.
Super awesome. And an awesome guest.
An awesome guest and friend.
Awesome host.
All right, students, we'll see you next week. And awesome, that's a wrap.
Be awesome.
Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this episode of 5 Ways to Be Awesome. It was as awesome as a Frankfurter, that's for sure. Make sure to like and subscribe. Like it just as much as I like a fanny pack. They're awesome. So helpful. And make sure you join us next week for our 4th episode of 5 Ways to Be Awesome. It'll be great. Ooh, I tooted.